Alright guys, we're back and Game Freak has finally released a brand new trailer of Pokemon Legends ZA, introducing what Lumiose City is actually going to look like. Unfortunately, I am a little late at recording this video because it was released like 3 days ago, and you know the top dog professionals are always on their stuff. So they already did their reaction and review literally the same day that the trailer came out. But obviously I'm not there yet. Hopefully I will get there. But the competition is real. Not to mention I definitely need to get a new mic. Nevertheless, late is better than never. Before I start with this video, I just wanted to mention that I did start off this channel doing Legend of Zelda glitches, for Tears of the Kingdom to be precise. And I will continue doing so if you guys want me to. Just let me know in the comments. But I was actually trying to expand because, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is getting a little old and sometimes you run out of content when doing glitches. But it is really difficult to expand, at least for smaller channels, due to the algorithm, but I'm still trying to work things out. So I'm just going to give my review on what this trailer presents in this marvelous city of Lumiose, and I will show the official trailer at the end just for those who may want to see it. Let's get into it. So the trailer starts off with showing us this huge, I mean massive city of Lumiose with the huge prism tower in the center. And we could definitely say that this time is way after the events of X and Y. So it's in the future. We could see that this city has a lot going on in it. But as you enter the city, you have the option to choose between 3 starter Pokemon: Chikorita, Tepig, or Totodile. Now, my question is, what in the world happened to Cyndaquil? Cyndaquil is one of my favorite Pokemon. Well, I mean Typhlosion is, which is his final evolution form. Now, Emborg, which is Tepig's final evolution form, it's not bad at all. I actually like Emborg too, but come on. How you gonna kick Typhlosion to the curb? And why 2 second gen and only 1 5th gen? That's a little weird, but it is what it is. Moving on in the trailer, you will see that you will be staying in a hotel ran by none other than AZ and his trusty companion, Floette. And I say that like I actually knew who he was. To be honest, when I first saw AZ, I didn't know who the heck AZ was. But after watching videos from professional gamers like, you probably know this guy, Austin John from Austin John Plays, one of the top dog professional Pokemon creators out there. Like when he saw AZ, he already knew he was before they even mentioned that he ran the hotel. When I saw AZ, I'm like, who the heck is AZ? But once he knew who AZ was, I knew that AZ wasn't just an anonymous character. After doing some research, it turns out that he is the former king of the Kalos region and the creator of the ultimate weapon. And on the website, it says that he stands over 9 feet tall and claims to be about 3,000 years old, which is crazy. But if you love everything Pokemon, you could check out his channel. To be honest, I have no idea why I'm promoting his channel when my channel is just look at it. But speaking of that, if you would take 1 second out of this time, since it doesn't cost a dime, to just smash that like and subscribe button, that would be really appreciated. Now moving on to the most exciting part of the trailer, part that we all been waiting for, the new and improved battle style. Yes, we have new battle mechanics. Instead of the old traditional turn-based battles where Pokemon would just stand there and take the incoming attacks, you have the ability to actually move around and dodge incoming attacks from the enemies, which is pretty cool. But there is a downside to it, at least on my part, that I believe that could be better. And that is the fact that the trainer has to move. So the Pokemon is actually linked to the trainer. So as you move out the way, the Pokemon will follow you. So the Pokemon is literally just relying on you to get out the way, instead of you saying, you know, commanding the Pokemon to move out the way like in the anime. But it's better than nothing. Like I said, it's an improvement and it's pretty cool instead of just standing there with the traditional turn-based battle. And as you can see, they also have cooldowns, so you have to really strategize and choose your attacks wisely. A more interesting mechanic would be to let the Pokemon fight on its own, similar to what you would see in Palworld, but that will never happen due to the fact that it doesn't even happen on the anime. The Pokemon always has to be given orders. The closest to that would be to let the Pokemon actually dodge the attacks on its own, but that's not the case right now. Nevertheless, it is a major improvement and what a lot of us have been waiting for. So I'm pretty sure we're all excited to play this game and experience this new battle style. And of course, Mega Evolutions are back. And I'm starting to notice that every time they speak about Mega Evolutions, they always show Mega Charizard Y and Mega Charizard X, along with Mega Lucario. But I can't blame them because they definitely do look badass. But yes, once you obtain the Keystone, you will be able to Mega Evolve your Pokemon. Now, the next part of the trailer is where I have the most questions. So as you're exploring this massive city of Lumiose, you will encounter isolated areas called Wild Zones. Within these Wild Zones, you will see wild Pokemon which you could battle and capture. Now, my question is, obviously all these Wild Zones are going to be within Lumiose City, but are these the only areas where we're going to be encountering wild Pokemon? Or will we be able to go beyond the borders of the city and encounter wild Pokemon outside, similar to what you would see in traditional Pokemon games? If these wild zones are the only areas where we'll be encountering Pokemon, then these wild zones have to be pretty big, similar to what you would see in the wild area in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Or there would have to be like 100 different wild zones throughout the whole city, which I doubt there is, because if the wild zones are pretty small and there aren't that many of them, that limits the amount of Pokemon that can be incorporated within the game, and that takes the fun out of the game. After all, it is all about the Pokemons, right? But even though these are questions, I'm not really worried about it because in the past recent games, they found a way to bring in all the Pokemons from the older regions, hence the traditional decks. Even though this region isn't an entirely new region, I'm pretty sure that they'll find a way to bring in every Pokemon from other regions, just like they've been doing in the recent games. I just know that they won't be able to fit all these Pokemons within these tiny zones, so we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely excited about this game and really looking forward to its release. Now, given the fact that they have announced this trailer and still haven't announced or mentioned which system it's going to be on, I think it's gearing towards the Switch 2, but who knows? Now, before I end this review and go into the official trailer so you guys could see it, I do want to show the map because they didn't show the map on the official trailer. So I just want to show you guys so you guys could see what it looked like.
Pokémon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokémon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokémon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokémon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokémon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. To help people and Pokémon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokémon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokémon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokéball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokémon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokémon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokémon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokémon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's more, certain Pokémon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokémon, the Pokémon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor. As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokémon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokémon Legends ZA, coming late 2025.